So, good, well, what was it now? That's not, it's still good morning. Good morning, Facebook world. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, please share, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. So don't miss any content. Watching on Instagram, etc. Share it so people don't miss it, or this information gets out to people who need it. But today I want to be talking about why it's so important to be working on your gut health in general, but especially at this time. Now, I'm quite a stickler for the gut and the gut health, and I'm generally only dogmatic about things that I need to be or should be dogmatic about, and gut health is one of them. Now, I put up a post earlier about sugar and how it can just completely wipe out the immune system, 75% or higher for up to 6 hours. And during this time, with panic and people worrying about the virus, if it is one, who knows, this is going to impair your immune system. And I'm going to do a longer article on that. But I really want to concentrate on the gut at the moment, because most people don't realise that 80% of your immune system actually lies in your gut. It goes across the mucosal lining. And when that's damaged and impaired, that obviously drops your body's immune function. It means that microbes and pathogens can get in, can take over, go through your gut lining into your bloodstream, and cause all sorts of issues. That's why it's so important to take care of your gut at all times, especially during this time. So, if you're having things like sugar, refined processed sugar, not talking about fructose, fruit, which is not just sugar, it's obviously a complex, it's a food, it's a whole food for a start, it's a complex of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and the body breaks it down very differently to refined sugar. But man-made processed sugar is an immune system destroyer, it's very aging, it weakens, hardens the body. I'm going to go into that at a different time, but also one of the things it does is it feeds negative or unfriendly bacteria and allows them to flourish. So by taking out sugar, you're going to be onto a winner, okay? One of the things that's so important when it comes to gut health is getting that balance, that ratio of friendly and unfriendly bacteria correct. Now, ideally, we're looking for a ratio of 85% friendly bacteria, 15% unfriendly bacteria. Now, you need some unfriendly guys to keep the good guys honest, but we don't want them to proliferate and become the mainstayers, which actually happens to be the case in a lot of people's guts. It leads to something called a gut dysbiosis, and this leads to all sorts of problems. The list is endless, everything from obviously gut issues, fatigue, brain fog, skin issues, etc. But one of the other things it does, it lowers immunity. Now, things that you can do to help your gut health. This is if you've obviously got a chronic gut issue, you need to do some work and really work on resetting your gut. And some of the things here that I'm going to talk about may not be applicable to you straight away, because we have to let the gut heal and seal. If you're relatively healthy, these things can help, but we'll go through them. Okay. Now, first of all, cutting out sugar, fantastic, bang, done. Also, lowering stress. If you're stressed, you can kill off beneficial bacteria, allow for these bad guys to flourish. Now, all these microbes, pathogens, protozoa, bacteria, etc., they love to live in dysfunction, the bad guys. So the more you're stressed, the more you're eating poor food, sugar, alcohol, coffee, wheat, gluten, all these things, they proliferate. So those things, cutting them out, are going to go a long way to helping build a healthy inner ecosystem and a healthy gut microbiome. And once again, having no digestive distress or digestive problems. So whole foods, organic whole foods, try and get organic where you can. I know it's a tough time at the moment. Try and focus on quality rather than quantity. Now, but just because as well, I might mention that obviously the conventional food, pesticides, herbicides, larvicides, insecticides, they do poison the body, they do lower immunity because of that. The body has to deal with these toxins, and obviously allow for the unfriendly bacteria to flourish. So really, really important to get this right. So cutting out sugar, dairy, pasteurized, homogenized dairy, alcohol, wheat, gluten, things like coffee as well. They massively disrupts the gut lining. We can go into coffee another time. But some of the things you can add in if you've got an already reasonably healthy constitution, things that I like to add in, and this is coconut water kefir. It's fantastic for getting good guys in the gut. Helps the liver, helps with digestion, helps with sugar cravings. It's fantastic for repopulating the gut, keeping the healthy microbes in. You can also get milk kefir, as long as you do well okay with dairy. A lot of people that even struggle on dairy do okay with raw unpasteurized dairy because it's actually alive. It's not been dead. It's not been deadened. It's not completely divided of all its enzymes and nutrients. So they're very, very good. You can also add in some cultured foods. These things can be very good at increasing the friendly bacteria ratios in your gut, and they can go to work on unfriendly pathogens, bacteria, microbes. It's all about, once again, we call it terrain modification. Almost think about these things like gentrifying an area. You're putting the good stuff in, and a lot of the bad stuff wants to leave. Now, different probiotics out there. I like biooptimizers. Fantastic. You can find them at biooptimizers.co.uk, or if you're in America.com. Bioco are great, so are Body Biotics. There's a few great brands out there. Body Ecology, fantastic. All really, really good for, once again, getting those friendly bacteria up. And they clean house. Not only do they allow you for defense against microbes and pathogens, they actually help you digest food. And one of the other things that helps digest food are enzymes and HCl. Now, bearing in mind I had a weakened constitution, a lot of people may not need these things in the amounts that I take them because of my body at the moment, or my body still has some issues when it comes to digesting some foods because of what it went through with the amount of drugs it was on. It's getting a lot better coming off them. But hydrochloric acid, once you get over the age of 30, hydrochloric acid and enzyme production, it really, really does rapidly decline. So sometimes you need these things just to help you break down food. So it's not just hydrochloric acid that does that, but it's also the probiotics in your gut. Other things that you can take, in terms of that. Well, in terms of helping feed beneficial bacteria, mushrooms are great for that as well. Very good for shielding the body, helping to support a healthy immune system. And anything that you can take as well that's going to help clean the body out. For example, I like things that are rich in chlorophyll. One of my favourite products, Living Fuel. Fantastic. It's the best all-round product on the market. But things like that, very good. Living Fuel or Chlorella spirulina, very good at drawing out toxins, pathogens, heavy metals, etc. That will impair or cause the body to be in a toxic state, and all that feeds these unhealthy, unfriendly bacteria. So as you're going through this, everything you can do to help create a healthy internal inner ecosystem is going to be going a long way to helping support your immune system. As I mentioned before, cutting out all things that can feed the unfriendly bacteria: sugar, caffeine, gluten, wheat, dairy, alcohol, processed and refined foods. Also lowering your stress. Getting outside is going to be fantastic for you. Getting in that sunlight, breath work, going through it all. If you can get in a sauna, turn your Wi-Fi off at night. Everything you can do to keep on reducing the amount of things that can negatively impact your body is going to go a long way to creating a healthy inner ecosystem, and something that doesn't impair your gut. And so and the other things, if you have been having gut issues, obviously work with someone, please, to get that sorted out, because especially during these times, the stress as well is going to impact you, and you probably need to go through a protocol that's going to allow the body to heal and seal your gut. If you've got gas, wind, pain, bloating all the time, you deal with IBS, Crohn's, celiac, whatever it may be, really you should be passing stool 2 to 3 times a day. It should be easy to pass, should be well formed, and it should be satisfying. You shouldn't feel like you have anything left to come. If that's not the case, then something's going on, and we need to work on that. Okay, most people don't realise just how impaired their gut is until they start doing things correctly, and they're like, oh my god, I've just had the best bowel movement I've had in a long time. So keep on doing things to create health. Really work on that internal terrain, and cut out the things that are going to reduce your body's health and really feed those unfriendly pathogens. The healthier you are internally, you know, these microbes and pathogens just can't affect you. As I said before, everyone's talking about going around washing their hands. Washing your hands all you like. If you haven't got a healthy internal system, we call it inner ecosystem, then it doesn't matter. Your body's going to be susceptible to funguses, parasites, viruses, whatever it is, because they can infiltrate you. They actually see an infrared. They see an infrared and they can see an organism, a vessel they can take over. It's no surprise that 90 to 95% of the world's population have a fungal or parasitic problem they don't even know about. I think dandruff is, or asthma, or eczema, or psoriasis, toenail fungus, all these things, all fungal problems that get fed by a toxic life and an overstressed life. So do these things, it's going to really help to create a healthy gut and healthy terrain. Remember, Louis Pasteur said the germ. And on his deathbed he said, I was wrong, the germ is nothing, the terrain is everything. So if you've got a strong, healthy body, healthy inner ecosystem, you haven't got to worry about what's going on. And go and send this message to people you know. Because if you really want to help people, protect them from what's going on out there, whether it be a virus or 5G or whatever it is, the higher your vibration, the healthier you are internally, the stronger you're going to be. Okay? That's the way you stop spreading the virus, is because you can't catch things, microbes, organisms, if you have a healthy internal terrain. Well, I hope that helps. As I mentioned before, coconut water kefir, milk kefir, probiotics, cultured foods, fermented foods, all these things. If you've got a healthy gut, that is, already, these are going to really help. Otherwise, just reducing the things that are going to be feeding these these unfriendly bacteria, pathogens, organisms. You know, they've been around a lot longer than us. They're very smart. They can make you crave things you don't want. And when you start to eat foods they don't want, it lowers your immune system. You know, and it allows these things to come in. So create, if I can say create a healthy gut. You know, 80% of your immune system lies there. I'll say it again just so you understand how important it is. And you're going to go a long way to creating a strong defense against anything that wants to come in. Okay, hopefully this helps. As I said before, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, because you won't miss any of our content. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, share this out to anyone who you think may need it. And if you've got friends and family you're worried about, tell them about this as well, because this is what's needed to create a healthy body. I said throughout this, instead of listening to people out there that are sharing stuff or whatever, or even these people in the medical industry who don't really know how to create a healthy body, they don't know how to push drugs, you know. It's just a business, it is what it is. They don't celebrate when their drug sales go down, only when they go up. There's only one industry that's really benefiting out of this. So listen to those people, start listening to people who on a daily basis help people create a healthy body and overcome diseases and illnesses and fungal infections, etc. Listen to those people. I mentioned yesterday, people like Paul Chek, Warren Williams, Ben Greenfield, Nico Becker, you got Dr. Zach Bush, Dr. Makoda, all these people, Dr. Shiva. Listen to these people, you're going to go a long way to reducing the panic. Dr. Bruce Lipton just put a great article out. I've actually shared it on my story. You need to understand, start creating a healthy body, you've got nothing to worry about. Anyway, and that starts with a healthy gut and a healthy inner ecosystem, okay? Very, very important. Do that, you'll be on to a winner. Anyway, I hope this helps. If you do have a problem and you are looking for help, give me a shout. We can have a chat about how we can go about that. I'm actually going to put out an article later on today, because I've been getting quite a lot of messages through about how you can work with me. I don't do one-off consultations because I don't think they work. We really want to start to people to understand what they need to do to create a body that's going to be strong and vital and have a robust immune system. And we'll go through that. But otherwise, as always, guys and girls, reduce the stress. Don't panic, because you're all organic. And do the things that can create a healthy body. Otherwise, stay happy, stay healthy. Loads of love. Speak to you soon.